Yo, what's up guys, your boy Nitrostorm here, welcome back to Wuthering Waves. So, we're just chilling in the cube world just for the fancy music, mainly because I have a question to ask everyone watching this video. Are we cooked? Now, the reason for saying is because we have a total of 8 characters that we now know about, and they have not even arrived in the game as pullable characters just yet. And first off, we'll start off with the 2 main ones from the 2.4 special broadcast. So you've got Lupa on the left right here and Cartethia on the right. So that's already 2 down. One of them, as I've already mentioned during my lead up and the pulling of Shakona, I am going to be pulling for Cartethia, right? And I'm not sure if I mentioned in the video, but potentially S6R5, right? And then there's Lupa, who I will be pulling, I think S0R1 at the very least, for my Chang Li team. Can't wait to use them both together. You know, Wolf, you know, Lupine style from Lupa, and Phoenix style from Chang Li, you know, getting that beast mode kind of thing activated. But yeah, moving on. If we go to Wuthering Waves Twitter account, well, formerly Twitter, now known as X. If you scroll down here, during the 2.4 live stream, they previewed, you know, did a sneak peek of 6 characters. Now, obviously, one of them we know about, Frolova, obviously, as you can see right here. She's been in the story for a long time now, you know, and definitely a very hyped character. But, you know, let's keep the views and likes in mind. So we've got 1.2 million views and 861k likes. Now, the second character might arguably one of the most popular characters right now. Chisa, 1.6 million views, 58k likes. So technically speaking, she's more liked, but she has more comments. I can only imagine what those comments are. We've also got Galbrainer, 1.5 million views, 55k likes. Yuno, 1.2 mil views, 50k likes. Augusta, 2.6 million views, 63k likes. And last but not least, QUN, 2.5 million views, 93k likes. Ain't no way. So he doesn't have the most views, but the most likes. Okay, but now that I've previewed all 6 of them, plus the 2, that's 8. Now, I have to give it to them. In my opinion, all of them look nice. They're unique in their own ways. So, for example, Frolova obviously got that design going. Chisa, they gave her like a school outfit. The usual black hair, red eyes kind of thing. The sword is a ruler, right? Oh, it doesn't let me zoom in, whatever. Sword is a ruler. QUN, this guy is just your main character for the manhwas, which you know, I know very well. Like, I've seen this guy in like at least 10 manhwas right now, so glad to see him come in here as well. Galbrainer, I'm not really sure what to say about her, but she does seem very interesting. She's probably the first character in the game to have outward showing abs, you know, like muscular abs. She does have black wings, you know, maybe a one-winged angel type thing, you know what I'm saying? She does use a gun. And she's got claws. Maybe claw gun gameplay. This guy, I'm not even too sure what his weapon is going to be. Like, he's holding this. It might be like a... It might be a... I don't know if it's a bow. Could be a fishing rod. Might be a sword user. Your usual stuff. She's probably broad blade. Or dual blade. You know, looks like she has chakrams. Or just a massive disc. And then we've got Augusta with the massive weapon right behind her as well. So in terms of like style themes, they made these guys, these two, like Sun and Moon, you know, Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Moon type thing, opposites. That's why she's like fiery red. She's one's like the starry night sky kind of blue, or like, you know, space kind of look starry and stuff. Her one, you know, it's kind of like dusk, that kind of thing. This guy, I don't know, it's kind of like in the like in one of those manhwa themes, you know, we got the bamboo all over the place, and then you got this guy just chilling, sitting on a rock, meditating, you know, that kind of thing, or just waiting for a presence, and then he notices you and you're like, oh, I've been expecting you. Her one, she's one of those maybe like, you know, top of the class, perfect grade, but then, you know, behind the scenes outside of school, she's actually, you know, like a demon slayer, right? You know, slicing up those ghouls with her ruler sword. And then for Lava, well, you know who she is. I don't really have a thing to describe her because we've already seen her in the story. So, you know, there is that. But people are saying that she's been buffed, right? Buffed it design-wise, right? So yeah, I think we are pretty cooked. They all look nice in their own way. I think the main selling factor for me when it comes to pulling for characters that I'm not sure of wanting. So for example, these two, I am sure of wanting them, right? Firstly, to enhance my gameplay with Chang Li, with Lupa. And then for Cartethia, she sold me in the story. I'm one of the sheep because everyone's pulling for Cartethia at this point. And then for these 6 characters, it'll be based on the story around them, you know, like their character and so on, and then their gameplay. So that's going to be the 2 most important factors for these 6 if I'm going to pull them or not. But we'll just have to wait and see. In any case, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Technically, I can't wait, but at the same time, maybe give us some time to save. But, you know, let me know what you think. In my case, I'm definitely going to be at least pulling for Cartethia and Lupa. And then after that, depending on how many pulls I have, we'll just see how it goes. This has been your boy Nitrostorm. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Peace.